Potatoes aren't just for side dishes. I've got 3 main dish recipes where the potato is the star of the show. First off, I'm giving you a buffalo chicken roasted potato casserole. Next up, cheesy scalloped potatoes with ham. And then finally, our top-rated, most popular potato casserole with my own little twist. Starting off with the buffalo potato chicken casserole, you can control the spiciness here. You can use whatever potato you want here. My favorite potato is the gold potato. These are gonna hold up to cooking without getting too mushy, but they just have a nice little buttery kind of sweet flavor. So just gonna cube them up like you would roasted potatoes, because the first step of the recipe is to roast the potatoes and then we add the chicken and everything else. All 3 recipes I'm using today are Allrecipes top-rated recipes. They'll all be linked below, but know that I might make a couple little, changes to them, and it's not because the recipes don't work, it's because I just like to make a couple little zhuzhes every now and then. Potatoes are cut. Now we have to get our buffalo spice mixture going. We're gonna do about equal parts of olive oil and buffalo sauce, or hot sauce. I like this kind for buffalo flavor. And then into that mixture, some garlic powder and paprika, some black pepper and salt. You're just gonna kind of heat this up over low heat just to kind of bring everything together. All right, so we're going to take about half or so of our spice mixture and toss the potatoes in it. You just wanna be sure it is all well coated. You know the formula, color equals flavor. So take your casserole dish and coat it with cooking spray. We're gonna roast the potatoes. This is gonna be the first layer of our casserole. Potatoes just take a lot of salt, so I'm just gonna give them an extra little sprinkle. All right, now this goes into a very hot oven. Recipe calls for 500. My oven runs a little hotter than it's supposed to, so I'm gonna do 475. But this is gonna take about 40 minutes or so, and you're just gonna kind of toss them until they're all roasted, and then we'll just build on top of that. While that is happening, we're going to marinate our chicken. So I'm just using boneless, skinless chicken breast. You could totally use chicken thighs for this recipe. Just gonna dice it up into bite-sized pieces similar to the potatoes. We're just gonna put the chicken in the same bowl as the potatoes and toss it with the remaining sauce. And I'm gonna let this hang out for about, while the potatoes cook. Also, in the meantime, cook off some bacon. That's also going in this delicious casserole. All right, our potatoes are just about done, and we're gonna top it with the chicken, but before we do that, I'm just going to sear the chicken off a little bit. This is just gonna speed up the cooking time because those potatoes are pretty much done, and then we just layer it. Potatoes have the color and the crispy texture. And then the chicken just goes on top of that, just to cool it off a little bit, for my kids. I'm gonna just add a little drizzle of ranch in between the two. That's just gonna kind of cool off some of that heat. And on goes the chicken. A sprinkle of cheese. This is just a Mexican shredded cheese. That bacon we cooked. This has game day written all over it. And then that's it. It goes right back into the oven. Everything is still really hot, so it's only gonna take about 15 more minutes. Oh my goodness. I just wish y'all could smell it. I just wish you could smell this. Starting off with a bang. A little more green onion. Oh yeah. It is everything that we just put in that casserole dish. You can taste every single thing individually, but also at the same time. It's definitely rich and hearty enough that it will fill you up for dinner. It will feed a crowd, so it makes it perfect for a party also. For something this delicious that started with the humble potato, should be illegal. Okay, for my next trick, cheesy scalloped potatoes with ham. Typically, you've seen scalloped potatoes as a side dish, but add in some ham and all of a sudden, it's a main entree. You could serve this with just a simple salad or some green beans, and dinner's done. And we know scalloped potatoes are very thinly sliced potatoes that are layered with cream and cheese. You just want to slice them as thin as you can, okay? Potatoes are done. The only other thing you have to chop up is an onion. The cream sauce is the next component for the scalloped potatoes. So I'm gonna start by melting butter, 3 tablespoons of butter. And once that's melted, I'm gonna add in the onion. So just in a classic bechamel, you don't add the onion like that, but I think it adds really good flavor. Then you're just gonna cook those onions until they're soft and translucent. All right, once that's softened, go in with your flour. Same amount of flour as you do butter. Then you want to cook that for a couple minutes to get the starchy taste out. All right, then go in with half and half and milk, and you just want to kind of whisk that in. And we're going to bring that to a simmer until it is a thickened cream sauce. Once it's all thick and rich and creamy, we'll just season it and take it off the heat. I'm just going to season it up with salt and pepper, a little garlic powder, a little onion powder, paprika, and Worcestershire. All right, thick and creamy, and now we just layer it all up. You're gonna go in with half of your potatoes, just kind of overlap them. Okay, next goes your ham, and you're just gonna take deli ham and, just kind of chop it up a little bit. Every little bite gets a little ham, a little potato. Then I'm going in with half of my cheese, so this is a mixture of cheddar and Monterey Jack. I'm loving, this version versus just classic scalloped potatoes that are generally just with Parmesan or something a little, more classic. I like the bold flavors going on in here. Okay, going on with cheese. I'm gonna save just a little bit of cheese for the very top. And then just a little more cheese. And then this goes into the oven. You're gonna cover it for the first 40 minutes and then uncover it until it's all browned and bubbly. I like to spray the top of my foil when I'm covering something cheesy so that it doesn't, pull all the cheese off when you take the foil off. This one bakes at 375 for about 40 minutes. Then again, we'll uncover it for another 20 or so till it's bubbly. Divine. Cheesy scalloped potatoes with ham. You'll see it's bubbly, like that creamy mixture has come up. That needs to get reacquainted with the potatoes. So it has to sit for about 10 minutes or so before we can dig in, unfortunately. Little fresh chives to fancy it up. Oh my gosh, creamy indulgence. Look at that. Dinner is served. This is the dreamiest pan of potatoes I've ever made. The potatoes are just so tender, they melt, but yet they still held their shape a little bit. But the salty ham and cheese with that kind of sweet creaminess, A++++. This recipe is our top rated potato casserole recipe. It is called Hamburger Potato Casserole. However, today I'm turning it into sausage potato casserole. That's the only thing I'm changing, is I'm using sausage instead of ground beef. You do whatever you want. So I'm just gonna brown off the sausage in the skillet. So that's that. That just cooks until it is browned and crumbly. Okay, for this one we are making just a creamy little mixture to pour over it with our favorite can of convenience, cream of mushroom soup. I'm just gonna add a little bit of finely chopped onion in here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna stir in some milk and season it with some salt and pepper. Now all we have to do is slice our potatoes. Since I'm using the gold potatoes with that really thin skin again, I'm not going to peel them. If you want to, you can. Good to go. Gonna drain that and layer it up. Okay, casserole dish, gonna give it a spray. And I'm gonna layer in the potatoes and sausage, and then I'll pour the soup mixture over. I mean, who doesn't love this? Could always add in some peppers, I think would be nice, some bell peppers. I think I might do that next time, or some spinach. Okay, and then pour our soup mixture over. Now I'm gonna cover it and cook it most of the way, and then we'll uncover it, top it with some cheese, and finish it off. And that's it. Potatoes are mostly tender, so now we're going to uncover it and top it with cheese, and then finish baking until everything is tender and the cheese is melted. Back into the oven, we're almost done. Oh, hello, deliciousness. I know it's not your most nutritious dinner, but see, we can make it look nutritious. This isn't the prettiest one of the day, but I really think it's the one your family's gonna like the most, because the definition of, like I said, meat and potatoes. Also the definition of just comfort food. I love how the little bits of sausage and cheese that I saved for the top, kind of crust it up, because then you've got all the different textures going on now. You've got the soft and the creamy, but you also have that kind of crunch. Excellent move using the Italian sausage. It is like a whole different experience from when I have made this with the hamburger meat. And I'm telling you, I mean, it pops in there. That was a good move. Sausage and potato casserole for the win. So next time you're at the store, grab the big old bag of potatoes, make all 3 of these, and let me know which one's your favorite. Because you can get all 3 dinners with 1 bag of potatoes. Potato, however you say it, it's damn good.